What's up everybody? So today we're doing some fixes on the bomb glove and we're completing the seeker missile. So first things first, if you check the bomb glove, I can now do that thing, shoot them up there with a range, and as soon as I move up, that's because we go there on our get initial velocity, and then when we break the rotator, I just use the pitch of the player controller, so the up and down movement is considered to where we look, not to where the character mesh looks. So yeah, that's a simple fix. Now on the seeker, we got some targets over there that are coming towards us, and I can shoot some missiles and they will go to the nearest of these targets. Pretty nice mechanics, huh? See how smooth it feels? You can shoot them up, and they also spawn in random patterns, so yeah, that's that. So let's check it out. We've got the blueprint down, so this is the placeholder. I'm going to double click that. Now get initial direction as well as the get initial location are copied from the previous scorcher, so it's the same code all over again. I don't want to make this to function the super class because we may use differently in some other guns. So then we get the rotation from the X vector, make transform with the initial location as well, scale 0.3, so I want it to be a small kind of circle bullet. We're just going to spawn the seeker missiles, so we should set this to always spawn ignore collisions. I'll explain that later. So up here is our seeker missile. Pretty simple actually, just a sphere, simulation, yeah, generate overlap events to true, block all, and yeah, that's pretty much it what you want. And a projectile movement component. Now this one should have gravity scale to 0 and the initial velocity in local space unticked again, so initial and max speed to 0. So yeah, let's check out the event graph. The bullet's going to leave the player, halt for a second, scan for targets, then shoot to the target. So we're just going to disable collisions, and we're just then going to set its velocity to get this actor's forward vector, which is the direction from the rotation we specified when we spawned that on the transform, and just multiplied by 400. Kind of slow, but good enough. And then we're just going to set with the projectile movement, halt for half a second, pause the projectile movement, so velocity to 0, then find target. This is a custom event, I'll explain it later. Then set our boolean, move towards the target to true, simulate physics to no simulate, collision enabled, cure in physics, and then set the projectile movement to homing. Also set the root component target to our target. This is being set by that event. It will make sense in a bit. So yeah, it's a new variable actor. Then we're just going to grab the direction from our current position and rotation to the target actor we're going to hit, and we're going to make the rotation, update the rotation, also normalize it, and this actually returns the direction vector, which if we will multiply by 3000, which is our desired speed of the projectile, it's going to be the new velocity. So, and another thing, we've got the max lifetime, so we just keep adding to this lifetime variable, which is set to 0, and if it's greater than 10 seconds, we're going to destroy the actor, as well as if there's a hit, and this only happens when the collision is enabled. So in this part, after all this part has completed, that's why we just set the collision to none in the first place. And then if the hit character, if the hit actor is not the character and we're moving towards the target, an extra safety feature, we said this here, we're just going to apply some damage with the player controller, and damage type, explosion damage as well, self-explanatory, it's a missile. Then destroy the actor. Now the hard part would be the find target custom event. So we're going to get all actors of class of target practice. This will later be changed to enemy because we haven't got enemy AI yet, so we're just going to use these cubes which are on this target practice blueprint. I'll explain what this does, how it moves later. We're going to set the targets array. If its length is greater than 0, that means if it's got elements in it, we're going to go ahead and loop. If not, we're going to destroy the actor. Now, for each one, we're going to cast it to the target practice. We're later going to cast it to enemy relatively. Grab the location, you know, like the first videos on the Grabble, how we used to get the one closest to the player character with my custom function library right here. Set the distance, that's why we've got the distance float right here. Then we'll get the min one with the property of distance, cast it. So if he's close enough, if he's closer than 50 meters, we're going to set the target. If it's not, we're going to destroy the actor. That's why this target comes to that, and we're just doing the whole stuff, and it just works. So yeah, we don't need that actually, if that confuses you. So that's pretty much it. Check the change list on Trello because I had some new cool guns, and I'll see you next time.